I'd just started wondering what you've been up to since you left home 5 years ago. Only to find out you were working as an employee at some random company in the countryside. What's even crazier is that we live in the same apartment block.
What's your point? It's been 5 years since you stole my husband and he left me. Since then, I've just been trying to move on and enjoy my life. But as my luck has it, of course you had to be the sales team's new hire. But I think the real tragedy is, not only do I have to work with the person who ruined my life, but I have to live in the same building as them too.
Ruined your life? Isn't that a bit dramatic? Aren't we best friends?
I'm not at that level where I can continue to see the person who stole my husband as my best friend.
Seriously? Can't we put that all behind us? That feels like it happened a million years ago. I've just moved to a new place and I don't really know anyone yet. I'm lonely. So, when I found out my bestie would be working in the same company as me, I was so happy.
Stop calling me your bestie. It's sickening. We are definitely not friends.
You're so mean.
If you say so. Not that I care what you think. Well, you're already here, so it's not like I can do anything about it. Just don't talk to me at all unless it's something related to work.
What? You're so cold.
Well then, let's end this conversation here.
Hi! Are you there? Kate! Hello! This is related to work, so you really should reply, you know.
You know, I'd really prefer it if you discuss work during work hours. I'm already at home. Can't this wait until tomorrow?
But I thought you'd want to hear this as soon as possible.
What is it?
You know, I heard a rumor. Is it true that you got remarried to our company's president?
Where did you hear that?
I heard that pack of overbearing old hags gossiping in the staff kitchen. It's hard to ignore what you hear from people who enjoy rumors as much as they do. I'm just double-checking.
Why are you so interested in every single thing that's going on in my private life? Besides, why would I tell a man thief like you if I was?
Oh, I see. The fact that you're being so defensive must mean that you did marry our president. A woman as unfeminine as you? Seriously? A loser like you is married to our company president? That's hilarious.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, it's obvious you were trying to hide it.
Not really. Just because I didn't tell you doesn't mean I'm hiding it. You've always got only one thing on your mind.
And what's that?
You're almost definitely thinking about how you can take the place of the wife of some company's president.
Wow, you've really got me there.
After all, it was you who mistook Rick for the next company president and then decided to steal him from me. Then, 3 days after the divorce was finalized, was when you finally realized the next president of the company would be Rick's younger brother. And that Rick was an average employee working at a completely unrelated company on a mediocre salary. You dropped him real quick.
I was deceived too. I was a victim. Just when I thought I would become the wife of some higher up at a company, he turns out to be some completely useless guy.
I don't know what you're talking about, acting all innocent even though it was you who chose not to investigate properly.
Shut up! That's why this time I won't fail. It must suck to be you, huh? I stole your last husband from you, and now I'm back to take this one, too.
Oops, sorry. I've already told my husband all about you.
Yeah, that's right. Tell him he's gonna be my man soon.
That's not what I meant. By told, I meant warned. Plus, he's not a cheater like the last one. No matter how much you try, you won't get to him.
Oh, really? Is that a challenge? We'll see about that. Let's put your theory to the test, if you're so sure about it.
Please don't. Don't turn this into some sick game. You already caused me so much trouble.
You know, these past 5 years, my life has been in ruins thanks to the loans I had to take out to pay the damages I owed you.
You did this to yourself. You have no right to blame me for the consequences of your actions.
And to be honest, I blame you for everything that happened. Now it's time for me to get even. Even now, I am a better woman than you. After I saw you, I realized that you're the same old country bumpkin as before. This time, I'll make sure to take your place at our company president's side.
Don't hold your breath. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, Kate! I've already started making moves on your man.
You have?
I'd already started working on getting friendly with our company president as soon as I started work. Then he started getting quite touchy, so I began to realize that I might actually be able to pull this off. Later, when I invited him out for a drink, well, I'll just leave the rest to your imagination. It's already been 6 months since then. You were just working away as usual and didn't even notice a thing. Your husband is so obsessed with me, he doesn't even care about you anymore. He's with me right now and has been since last night.
Oh, really? Based on what you're saying, you're not with my husband then.
Huh?
My husband came straight home as soon as he finished work. We ate dinner together, watched TV, he took a shower, and went to bed. Plus, today's a Saturday, so he's still passed out in bed. He even told me not to wake him up before 10 because he's determined in sleeping in.
If you say so.
I'm not sure where you get this confidence, but whoever you're with isn't my husband.
Of course I'm not convinced. Everything I told you was true.
You're 100% wrong, though.
You're trying too hard not to sound pissed.
I don't know which company's president you're hooking up with, but if they're married, lay off, okay? Didn't you just finish paying off the debt you amassed after paying damages to me 5 years ago? Yet you've gone and done it again without a second thought. But who knows? Maybe you're actually looking for someone to sue you so you can bury yourself in debt again.
I don't need your concern, so don't worry about what I'm doing. I made sure to check that this guy was actually the company president before I got with him. That's why, this time, I'm not scared that someone will come looking for me to pay damages. If I can become the wife of the president of some company, a few tens of thousands of dollars is small change.
What is it you find so fun about stealing people's husbands?
Oh, well, in your case, I just wanted to steal your husband just because he was your husband.
That's really horrible.
You're always marrying these elite men. It's not fair.
You make it sound like I marry someone new every month. Besides, I'm pretty sure Rick didn't fit your image of an elite man, did he?
You must have done something crazy to have managed to get your hands on the son of the president of a company.
What's wrong with you? Now I just feel like you're using any excuse that makes it easier for you to hold a grudge against me.
Shut up! It doesn't matter either way because your husband is mine. I'm going to marry the president of this company and make your life hell. Then I'm going to steal your life of luxury and leisure.
My goodness. There's no reaching you.
were divorced from your husband, didn't you?
What?
When I told your husband about your past, he told me he's leaving you so we can get hitched. He told me that he thought he was marrying some fresh, but he was tricked by a woman who'd already been married. He was so angry.
I've already told my husband everything.
Well, he says it's the first time he's heard of it. Are you sure you didn't just forget to tell him about it?
Nope, that's not possible.
Wow, that was a fast reply.
That's because I've been complaining about your annoying texts and discussing them with my husband. If I hadn't been, then I wouldn't have been able to do any of that.
If you say so.
Oh, by the way, Melissa, I hope you realize that you're making a big mistake.
What are you talking about?
Everyone's talking about you in the office.
Oh, that. The public PDA is intentional, so obviously they're gonna talk about it.
That's not the only thing they're talking about.
But it doesn't matter either way. Because he finally left you 2 days ago. Plus, this morning we submitted our marriage registration. Today, I became the wife of a president.
For goodness sake. I really thought you'd realize after looking at the last name on my new name tag. But I guess not.
Your last name? I know your last name, stupid. I mean, it used to be Mayers, didn't it? So I'm guessing you went back to your old name after you got divorced.
Wrong. It's Hamilton.
How?
2 years ago, I got married to my current husband and started using his name at work. My name is Kate Hamilton.
What? That can't be right. Our company's president's last name is Myers. What are you talking about? Hamilton is the surname of the president of our company's parent company.
Exactly. So what do you think that means? My husband is that Hamilton.
Wait. What?
In other words, Melissa, you heard that my husband was the president of a company and immediately assumed it was our company's president. But you forgot to check the most important thing. Which company he was the president of.
But I was so certain he was your husband.
Well, you were very wrong. And you just needlessly broke up a marriage. How can you live with yourself? You've now ruined 2 marriages. Nothing to say? I'm pretty speechless too. This is just my guess, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she's going to come after you and legally destroy you for what you've done.
Now, just hold on a minute. So you're saying not only did I marry the wrong guy, but your real husband is the president of our parent company? Which means he's even higher up?
That's all you have to say right now?
What else is there to say?
I can't believe you. My husband's the most amazing, thoughtful guy I've ever met. I told you from the beginning there was no way you were going to get him.
Stop rubbing your marriage in my face!
Oops, sorry. I guess you have more important things to think about than my marriage.
Well, Actually, never mind.
What were you going to say?
Whenever I think of all the debt I've accumulated up to this point, I think it might be best to just quit my job and become a full-time homemaker. Plus, I wouldn't have to see your face anymore. This whole situation is aggravating, but I've decided to be the bigger person and forgive you. I'm still married to the president of a company either way.
About that. I guess you didn't hear about him getting fired.
What?
What I mean is, he was asked to resign. So, technically not fired, I guess.
Did he really? I didn't know about that.
It was decided during the company's board of directors meeting.
I don't understand. Why would they make him resign?
Let's see. He made moves on a female worker, despite being married, and then decided to make out with you during work hours instead of working. The one person who should have been setting an example in the company was the person playing the biggest role in violating the company rules. Besides, he only got the job in the first place because he married the previous president's daughter. Of course he'd be fired, seeing the way he's been acting.
Oh, dear God. Hold on. You mean my president is not a president anymore? He's unemployed?
Exactly. Apparently, he was kicked out of the house, which was under his wife's name, essentially with just the clothes on his back.
OMG, this can't be happening. That huge house belongs to his wife?
Yep. I was told it's the family house and she was born there.
That can't be true. I thought that's where I'd be living from now on.
Also, this is important. I think you'll end up having to cover the money for any damages you're made to pay by yourself.
Why would I have to do that? My husband is filthy rich.
It seems our ex-president was discovered embezzling money from their joint account, so he was blocked from receiving any assets. On top of that, I heard that paying the divorce fees left him flat out broke.
No way. How's that even possible?
That's why I told you not to go there. This is what happens when you break up a marriage.
No, you have to be mistaken. Is this what my life's come to? Just living to constantly pay off debt? I'm going back to that miserable lifestyle?
I don't know how you were living before, but I'm sure that you'll be looking for quarters in the slots of vending machines. You're totally screwed. Anyway, good luck with that.
No! You can't let this happen to me! I can't go back to living like that!
Melissa's resentment towards me led to an outburst after she lost her composure and reason. The worst thing is, apparently, the pair got divorced after only 3 days of marriage. I only feel pity for my former best friend. But in the end, you reap what you sow. She has no one but herself to blame. It seems her parents quickly cut her off, leaving her with no one to turn to. After paying the damages she owed using money she loaned from who knows where, Melissa fell back into a pit of debt. After that, she tried to make a move on my real husband in an attempt to steal him from me, but in all honesty, he's quite sharp-tongued with those he sees as his enemies. So when he found Melissa, stood waiting in ambush outside of his company ready to seduce him, he gave her a harsh telling off that broke her down into tears. When he then politely rejected her advances, it seemed she left, unsteady on her feet and with tears in her eyes. Better luck next time!